Good morning, everybody, or good morning, Miss Chauncey. We're going to do something a little bit different today. Rather than just doing a regular HIIT workout, we're going to do some animal type movements. So we've got 18 different exercises. Each exercise we're going to do for 40 seconds on, 20 seconds rest, same as with the other workouts. But the idea is each exercise is kind of attributed to a different animal. So we're going to be down on the floor, we're going to be doing lots of crawling, walking, that sort of thing. And the idea is to really increase our flexibility, increase our core strength. So that's our core, our trunk muscles here. And we're going to do some different movements. Might be a bit weird, might be something you've never done before, never seen before. It's the kind of stuff you do when you're a baby or just learning to walk, just kind of crawling around the floor. But it's good fun and it does really get you working after a bit. So we're going to get straight into it because the first couple of exercises are quite low intensity anyway. So we'll crack on. Good to see you as well, Jack and Gonzalo. Well done, boys. Starting to make a good effort. So I've moved the camera down a bit because we're going to be on the floor quite a bit today. If you've got a mat, put that out. Shoes and socks off. Really chill out with this one. It's going to be really low intensity, just looking at a few different shapes. Right. First one's a bit of a yoga move, upward dog to downward dog. So this is our upward facing dog. And then we're going to come up and we're going to try and keep our legs straight and our arms straight, head tucked under, downward facing dog. Okay, back to upward facing dog. Back to downward facing dog. My wife, Mrs. Dams, is really, really good at this one. She's doing some yoga next week for the steam week for the juniors. 1:30 on here, Monday, if you want to do that. Okay, that is a downward facing dog, upward facing dog. Okay, the next one we're going to do is a caterpillar walk. So those just joining, just looking at different animal walks today. Caterpillar walk, we're going to have straight arms, straight legs. We're going to walk our arms out, then we're going to walk our feet out, arms, then feet. Okay, you can turn around, arms, see how far we can go, and then feet in. Arms out, feet in. Okay, you should feel a little bit of a stretch at the back of the legs. Arms out, feet in. Arms out, feet in. So again, really good for our core strength, our tummy muscles, good on the shoulders. This next move, I've done this before. I call them fire hydrants, but because we're relating everything to an animal today, we're going to call them puppies, I suppose. Right, check it out. So you're in this dog position. Imagine you're at a fire hydrant and you're just circling your leg around. You can work out the rest. Okay, good for our hip, joint, pelvis mobility. Do a few on one side and a few on the other. Just circling it around. Okay, so our hip joint, in our pelvis, ball and socket joint should have full range of motion. You can bring it up and down, circle it backwards, circle it one way. Okay, but really loosen that up. That's a good one. Okay, that's a really good one for our glutes as well. Moving out, like good for the bums and tums. Right. So this one's called scorpions. So we're going to be down on our belly, on our front. Practice this yesterday and click to a spine a few times. So nice and flat, and we're going to take our right leg and lean it all the way over. Left leg and over. Okay, so big scorpion tail, reaching over and tapping the floor. These are the sort of movements that as we get a bit older, because they're not as glamorous as our other movements. You kind of bench press, you deadlift, pull-ups, that sort of thing. They often get neglected, but as we grow older and young athletes, it's really important that we keep this mobility, keep strength throughout the full range of motion. Right, we've done this one before. These are just bear crawls. We're going to move forward and then we're going to move backwards, just in our all fours position. Try and keep our back straight, heads up. So forward and backward. Forwards and backwards. Heads up, just try and keep everything nice and straight and in line. Straight arms and bend your legs. I'm already starting to feel this on my quadricep muscles, on my shoulders, stabilizers. Shake out, good stuff. Next move, we're going to do exactly the same, but we're going to do sideways, so back and forth, sideways movement. Bear crawl and sideways movement. Right, get ready. Okay, so bear crawl, but we're going to move sideways, so foot to foot, hand to hand, and back the other way. Okay, let's try and keep our back straight. Suck our tummies in, so we tense in our abdominal muscles. And it's really interesting. You start to get this kind of this lactic acid burn across your arms and your legs, but you're not so much out of breath. So it just shows you working these different muscles that we're not used to working. Kind of the sort of workout I like to do at home. If I've picked up a bit of an injury or a bit of a niggle, or I just fancy something a bit different, I'm bored of press-ups or pull-ups, or I don't, it's too hot to go for a run, I'll just put a mat down and just do some stretches like this. Okay, crab walk. So same before, but we're going to be upright. We're going to walk forwards, okay, and backwards. Forwards, backwards. Okay, if you want to make it a bit harder, we're going to lift our tummy up, and you can kick out as you go. And that's going to put more weight on our shoulders each time. I suppose interestingly, if you've not done any of these movements before, it could just be just the coordination that you're finding challenging. That's absolutely fine. Again, you don't really spend much time crawling or on the floor. Since you learn to walk, you spend your whole time either sitting on a chair or standing up. So it's good to get back down and kind of reconnect and learn these new movement patterns. Right, same as before, crab, but this time we're going to go sideways. Oh, yeah, gosh. This is awkward as well. So feeling this now, kind of in the triceps. Pick the tummy up a bit. The next exercise, you'll be glad to know we're off our arms. Really just start to take a toll on the shoulders. Right, this is one of my hardest ones. I hate doing this. Whenever I put it into a workout, I do it just because I know I don't like it. It's what's called duck walks. So you used to do this when we were in trouble. Get on your hands and knees, and we're just going to walk forwards and backwards, but at this height. Okay? Oh, this is a real good one for our balance. If you really want to thrash yourself, if you're a bit naughty, put your hands on your head. And again, it makes it a little bit harder for balance. Oh, try and stay upright. Good one for the quadriceps again. So call those duck walks or chicken walks. You might have seen those again if you used to get them all the time. Kind of Mr. Walsh will testament to this back in the Marines. If you got in trouble, you'd have to do those for a few hundred meters. It's not very fun. Right, cat pounce. This one, we're imagining we're a cat, and we're just going to jump onto something and take our weight forward. We can do it moving, or probably just a space. Probably quite easy to do when we're still. So we're going to jump forward and backward. You want to make it a bit harder, you can obviously jump a bit further each time. Nice one for the shoulders. This is probably my second hardest one now, called bunny hops. So we're going to be in the same position as we were for the duck walk, but we're actually going to jump forwards, and we'll try and do it backwards as well. So we're here and just jump forwards and jump backwards. Again, good for your balance. And try this with your hands on your head. I've not done this before. Yeah. Woohoo! Gosh, come on. That's a good one. I'll do that again. Not today, but I'll try that another time. Obviously, without swinging your arms, that makes it a lot harder. So I call those bunny hops. Again, if you do that for 10, 20 meters, you're really going to get kind of work these adductor muscles. Right, frog jumps. Really simple. We can do these in place. So you're in a frog position. We're going to jump full extension. Okay, I'll do it from the front. So down, touch the floor, explode up. Okay, shake out, remember. Should have probably moved these after the bunny hops. That's a real burner on the legs. Right, we've done these before. These Spider-Man push-ups, but because we're making everything related to an animal, so Spider-Man is with an insect, and we're going to call these crocodile push-ups. Okay, so we're down, pressing position. We're going to do a presser, and we're going to touch our knee to an elbow. Sometimes called gecko push-ups, actually. So you can choose. You can be a gecko or a crocodile. Then obviously a tricep, pectoral workout, but we're also getting our abdominals, our obliques, and muscle down here, just by doing that side crunch. Beat it out there, gave myself a 1 second extra break. These are hard, yeah, too right. I've got a sweat on it, so it's crazy. It's just because we're just moving in a different way we're not used to doing. And again, it's really good just to incorporate these into our everyday movements. Okay, gorilla walk. What I'm going to do is walk forward and backwards. I'm going to keep my arms and legs straight. Bit of coordination going backwards. Yeah. So weird how it's just become so alien. Obviously, our muscles are designed in a way that makes us move forwards. We're very good and very quick at moving forwards as human beings. But as soon as you start to do something in reverse, kind of the whole system, the whole system slows down. Right, this one's called leopard walk. So similar to our bear crawl, we're on our hands and knees, but we're going to be a bit lower, and we're going to connect our knee to our elbow with every step. Right, so check this out. Here we go. So knee to our elbow, and we're going to kind of crawl a lot lower. So I think, imagine you're in the jungle, and you're kind of crawling beneath branches. You're a leopard, stalking prey, or your cat. If you've got a house cat, you'll see these move like this. Don't know how many field mice we have running around Dubai, but I know my cat's back home. If they saw a bird or a mouse, they get really low. Gosh, if you've been on safari as well, been on safari and you see the lionesses kind of stalking a warthog or a wildebeest, they'll move like that. So that was leopard walk. Last few now, tiger push-ups. There's the push-up, we're going back into child's pose for yoga, but we're going to call it tiger push-up. So we can do a push-up, and then from here, we're going to rock back, knees off the floor, come forward. Push-up, rock back. So imagine again, tiger, getting ready to pounce on the prey. So obviously we've got good work on the triceps. Let's tuck our head in, get as low as we can here. Stretch out our anterior deltoid, front of our shoulder. Oh. Oh. Really good movement, those. Right, last two. Kind of save the hardest two to last. This one's called a scorpion kick. So weight's going to be on our hands. We're going to kick our rear leg up to the sky. Watch. So we're here, and we're going to kick our leg up. So it's all off one foot. We've got our strong shoulders for this. Kind of lock your shoulders out. Kick that leg up. It's a great one. Change legs. It's a great one. If you're practicing your handstands at home, which I know you all are, we should be. Great for shoulder flexibility, shoulder strength, injury prevention. Wow. Woo. Right. And the last one, duck walks are hard. This one's kind of a strength exercise. This is called a donkey kick. So we do the same as the scorpion kick, but both legs up in the air at the same time. Check this. So we're here, our quads is hard. We kick up and back down. If you're going to do a little bit, that's fine. We want to try and get as high up as we can. Keep going, guys. Last couple, 10 seconds left. One more, come on. Gosh. Well, I don't know about you guys, but absolutely pouring with sweat here. But AC is on. Obviously, it's just a different type of exercise. If you haven't done this sort of thing before, if you don't do yoga or gymnastics, really important. Try and build these into your workouts at home, even if it's just a little bit, kind of 10 meters of bear crawls, 10 meters of frog jumps. These kind of calisthenic, plyometric body weight movements are really good for our all-over body fitness. Oh. Okay, make sure we have a good stretch. I like to do lots of glute stretches, lower body stretches, just because of they're taking a lot of weight being on the floor. And then just crossing the leg across the body, pulling it in, feel a stretch across the glute muscle here. Change. Right guys, well, that's it, we're done. We've got a session again today at 1:30. So once we finish our lessons, make sure we get changed, have a quick bite to eat, or have a sip of water for sure. And Miss Butler will be back here at 1:30. I know she's got a great session planned for you, so let's stick with it. Session before the weekend, and then we'll be back again on Sunday. As I said, a little bit different today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sticking with it. 4 weeks to go after this one. I'm really impressed with everyone. You're doing really well. Right. Good work, team. See you at 1:30. We'll get after it again. Bye-bye.